I'm in a hotel room visiting my grandma. She's 101. So sorry I don't look super professional. I had to do some stuff with the family. So, but I wanted to pop in here and talk to you guys on how to get more Instagram followers. I'm assuming that's why you're here. Let me see if I can get another light on. Hold on. Well, that might be all the light we're going to get, but that doesn't matter. You don't have to pay too much attention to me because I'm going to have a slideshow. I'm going to pop out these questions. You can ask me questions during this live call. Okay, let me pull out these questions. Boom. Okay, here we go. Somebody says, make this a little bigger. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little washed out, but that's okay. I don't want you focusing on me. I look all grungy anyway. Will Instagram followers matter for the business in the next 5 to 10 years? Yes. Is this live or a replay? Moisa Mabinga asks. Well, if I'm reading it, it's probably live. What would be your main strategy for gaining followers? I'm going to give you guys 3 basic strategies. Are you planning to start TikTok? Yeah, I'm going to do TikTok. I'm going to talk about why I still like Instagram more than TikTok right now. Instagram will not necessarily be the winner forever, but I'll show you why you want to grow your Instagram first, and you can parlay your Instagram followers into followers on other platforms. That's what I did. So an Instagram follower can turn into a Twitter follower, a TikTok follower, a YouTube follower, a Facebook follower. Periscope dead. Well, it's owned by, I think, Twitter now, so it's just integrated into Twitter. I did get LASIK, but when I don't wear my glasses, like, people don't recognize me. So I can take them off, actually. These are just fake glasses. They actually have a little IV tint. My doctor said I should have IV tint for a while to protect me from sunlight. So, okay. Well, okay, I see a good question here, which is why are getting more followers, why is that even important? Well, that is a good question that I'm going to answer right now. Give me a second. I don't think I'm sharing my screen yet. No. Okay, so let me set up here. I'm going to do a little slideshow so that you guys can follow along. Don't have to just stare at my face all day. I don't want to subject you guys to that. Okay, so I made this presentation. I'm going to show my screen. People can see my screen. Okay. Let me know if you see this slide. I'm actually going to write out some slides as we go. I like to just kind of, this is, I've done a presentation once before, so this is kind of my last slides. I'll probably modify it a little bit. So let me start by saying this. Social media followers, this is the new gold rush. 1800s, you had the California gold rush, the Alaska gold rush, you had the silver rush in the US and in South America, and it made people very rich. So question for you, what created the youngest self-made billionaire in history? It is an answer. Let me make this in present mode so it's a little bigger for you guys. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Shoot, let me do one thing first. Okay, so what created the youngest self-made billionaire in history? Kylie Jenner. She had a lot of social media followers. In fact, she had 20 million Snapchat followers, and then of course now she has more on Instagram. And she just sold half of her company for $600 million. She got cash for $600 million. Someone said self-made. I know a lot of people question whether Kylie Jenner is self-made. Obviously, having her family helped her. But I will say She didn't inherit $1.2 billion. In fact, she's richer than her mom. So it's kind of self-made. Who cares? The point of this conversation is that social media followers are like gold nuggets. They're the new currency in the world. Okay, I was in London last year this time, and I was on the set with The Rock and Jason Statham for the new Fast and Furious, the Hobbs and Shaw movie, and I was talking to The Rock, and he said, Ty, I was late to getting on Instagram and believing in social media. And he's like, thank God I jumped on that train. And, now he's the highest paid action movie star in history. He's got his own tequila. He's got all this, but he's also, I think now, the second most followed person in the world. So social media followers are worth their weight in gold. And that's why you should have them. Real simple. I don't even have to get complicated. Why do you want social media followers? Well, do you want to make money? That's a question. If you don't want to make money, you should get off this call. Like, I have a farm with the Amish run one of my farms. They don't care about social media followers. It's also against their religion to try to get rich. So, they're just living. They want to make enough money to be able to survive and buy land and all that, but it's not part of their worldview to make a lot of money. So I respect that. And they don't need social media followers, and they're not on social media. So for you, I'm assuming you're on this call because you see the value for whatever it is you're trying to do, whether you want to build a personal brand, whether you're a personal trainer, a realtor, if you are launching your own business and you want to sell products or services, consulting, social media marketing agency, a restaurant. I can't think, in fact, of one business that wouldn't benefit from social media followers. I'll give you an example. Elon Musk is a master of social media. He has a lot of followers, and he parlayed that and helped Tesla, an automobile company, helped Solar City, a solar panel or alternative energy company, and a space company. And SpaceX, to be clear, doesn't make money directly off its followers. So you might say, why does SpaceX need that? Because most of their customers are like the government and NASA. So even if you're in a B2B business, you still want followers because the person making the decision at NASA, they probably see Elon Musk on Instagram and it gives them a powerful edge, okay? So what we're going to talk about here over the next, I got to go visit my grandma a little bit. We'll talk for the next 45 minutes or so. I'm going to go through I'm going to go through the different things that I did. I have 10 million total social media followers, actually a little bit more. I've got 3 million on Instagram, 6 million on Facebook, over 1 million on YouTube subscribers. I have over 1 million Snap followers. They tell me my numbers. I have an account rep. I have about 600,000 Twitter followers, and that's not even counting my email list. A real email list to me, I somewhat count. It's a hybrid between social media, but so I'm going to tell you how I did that, how I got verified account. By the way, get a verified account. Verified account is very much a product of you having a lot of followers and attention. A lot of people are like, what's the secret to get verified? I'm like, well, you kind of get verified when you're a fast growing account. So you want your account to be growing. In fact, each of you should have a goal to have, ideally, get to 10,000 Instagram followers if you don't already have that. And then once you hit 10,000, go to 100,000. That's everybody. I can't think of any business, anything you could do that you would want less than 10,000 for sure, but really 100,000 is kind of you need it. You need it for many things. Okay, so this next slide here, why specifically Instagram? Right now, here's what I like about Instagram. Instagram has, it's the most flexible platform. Okay, you're getting younger people, if that's your market, middle-aged people, and older people are on Instagram. When you look at something like Facebook, no one young's on Facebook. Okay, if you look at TikTok, nobody older is on really TikTok and Snapchat. So TikTok and Snapchat have the disadvantage. People, if you're trying to sell something, older people in general have more money. So you want to be able to capture the older market. If you are focused on middle age, Snap, Twitter. Now, the thing about Twitter's hard to sell stuff. It's hard to monetize. It's a great platform to get your thoughts out there, but it's the worst that I've seen on monetization. Okay. Now, YouTube is a great platform, but in many ways, YouTube isn't a social media platform in the sense that it's not, you don't have followers as much, you don't interact, people kind of do it. It's like a hybrid. It's really a video platform. And so YouTube's great. Take it from me. I've made many tens of millions of dollars from my businesses I've done from YouTube. So I'm not anti-YouTube. I'm just telling you, Instagram is the perfect hybrid right now. In 2 years, it might change. In 5 years, it might change. I can't think of a platform. If I could dominate one platform, it would be Instagram for social media. I like YouTube a lot too, and I like Facebook. I like all of the platforms. I can't think of a platform you shouldn't get good at, but you got to do it in order or you're going to get overwhelmed. Okay, next slide here. What do we got? Okay, let's talk about, before I talk about what will work to get you followers, let's just talk about what won't work in my experience. Some people are going to disagree with me and they're going to say, but all I can talk about is my experience, okay? I got a good bit of experience, but I don't know everything. Okay, I have another little lamp. Okay, so here's what did not work for me. Hashtags. I never grew my account because of hashtags. You can use hashtags, but people who say, oh, the secret is post something and then hashtag, you see people, I always see people with teeny accounts with like 40 hashtags, and I'm going, do you get the message? It's not working. So I've never heard or seen anyone predictably grow through hashtags. You can use them, they don't hurt, but it's kind of like this. If you want to like exercise and get muscular and get in shape, and all you do is drink a pre-workout shake and you never go to the gym, you ain't gonna get in shape from just one little trick. So hashtags is like a little trick, and it doesn't work to really rapidly grow to 10,000, 100,000, or 1 million followers in my experience. Okay, next thing. I know people who use fake followers. In fact, I was just looking at an account randomly the other day, and he has so many followers, more than me, like 5, 6 million followers, and gets like 10,000 likes on a picture. So odds are those are fake followers. You can tell a little bit by the ratio, even though Instagram ratio, I mean, like The Rock has 100 million plus followers and sometimes only gets 1 million views on his video. That's obviously The Rock's followers are not fake, but there is a throttling that Instagram does. But I see people who eat fake, or they have followers from, like countries that they don't, not their target market. I've never seen that work in the long run, because you don't just want your follower count to grow. You want your engagement to grow. You want to grow the ability to monetize the list, okay, the followers. And I have another strategy that I've seen people say is post a lot. The secret to just go out there and start posting. Well, the saying, if a tree falls in the middle of the woods and nobody's there, does it make a noise? My answer is, who cares? That's the real answer. Meaning, why do I care if I post a lot and have 0 followers? My followers don't benefit. I don't benefit. I don't see it. I just don't. I've never seen somebody post 20 times a day and started to grow all the time. So, do hashtags give you free reach? Max Kaiser saying, yeah, a little bit, but not enough to grow your account, man. Show me somebody who grew from 0 to 10,000, or from 10,000 to 100,000, or 100,000 to 1 million, and their main strategy was just hashtagging. Maybe over 20 years you'll get there, but I'm talking about relatively quick, okay? Will you benefit from posting a lot once you have achieved a certain level of growth? David Zivitov asks. Okay, that's a good question. I cover that later, but let me mention this. There's many strategies that work. So, for example, if you look, I see somebody here mentioning Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian's very good, obviously, with social media, has like 20, 30 million Instagram followers. I've seen, he doesn't post a ton Then you look at somebody like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg posts 10 times a day. So the point is, how often you post, even that is not the key thing. Okay, that's not the key thing. Sorry, we get told to post viral stuff a lot using hashtags. Wiz Phantom says. Well, let's talk about what I many theories out there. I've been watching social media for a long time, over 10 years, and most people's ideas sound good, but they don't actually work. A lot of stuff in life sounds good, but it doesn't actually work, you know? Okay, so what helped me get one time I pushed it really hard. Like right now, I'm not even pushing to get a lot of followers, but because now I have 3 million Instagram, I'm like, oh, I don't care. Some people want to get an infinite amount. That's not me. I like having followers for business purposes, but my goal is not to have 100 million. I wouldn't want 100 million followers. I don't think it's. I've learned you never live a good life when everyone on planet Earth knows who you are. Then you have to like go into seclusion, and you don't want to be Justin Bieber's life. You know, they can't even go to the coffee shop. Like, I get recognized enough. I don't want to get recognized anymore. You want to have a little bit of privacy in life. But at one point, I was experimenting with growing, and I grew 1 million Instagram followers in 1 month, 30,000 a day. So I want to share with you what I did. So there's 3 basic things that I see that works. And I'll talk in depth a little later, but let me go over them. So number 1 you see there is what I call VRIN score content. High VRIN score, VRIN score. And I'll talk about that later, what that stands for: value, rarity, inimitability, and non-substitution. Basically, it means you got to be posting high quality content. Now, there's 2 choices. You can make your own content or you can repost others. Ideally, you should do a little bit of both. There are people who only repost other people's stuff. There's some big meme pages that do well, and there's people who only make original content. I like to have a balance. I think that's your best long-run strategy, in my opinion. Okay, the second thing you can do, and I'm not saying these are easy, I'm just telling you what I did. Not everybody here is going to be able to do what I did, but I'm going to give you, before we end this live webinar, I'm going to give you a way where I'll let you share in what I do, okay? And without spending even 1/100th of the money that I spent. So the second is collaborations with big influencers and celebrities. So I've done collabs with Rihanna, with Mark Cuban, with Chris Paul. If you like basketball, I've done videos on my Instagram with Kevin Hart, the comedian, The Rock. Like those work. Like you post. I've also done collabs with like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and I've done stuff I got a video with Post Malone on my Instagram, and I've done stuff with Kobe Bryant. Like I got Kobe Bryant stuff. So I did big A-list celebrity type people, and I also did people who just not necessarily celebrities, but they're like online social media celebrities, like Bad Baby. You guys know who she is. She did the Catch Me Outside video. We shot a video together at my house. And so that helps you grow. Like people are like, who the hell is this person that's posting this crazy stuff? And then lastly, the third thing that I have here on this slide is giveaways. This is very powerful. And this, in many ways, is the most powerful way I've seen to grow social media. Now, a lot of people are doing giveaways now. On Instagram, I was for sure one of the first. I think I was the first to do big giveaways by far. I gave away 12, 13 brand new cars, $30,000 Mustangs. I gave away just so many iPhones. I've lost track. Like just a lot of stuff. Okay, cash I've given away, and that grows. I mean, you grow from giveaways. There's some downside, with giveaways. You get some people following you that maybe are not really engaged, but it's a numbers game. You get enough people following you, some of them start liking your content if you're posting high brain content, if you're doing some cool collabs. And also you get another thing that happens with giveaways, you lose followers because they follow you for the giveaway, and when they don't win, they lose people. So somebody said, Ty, like Mr. Beast. Yes, I know Mr. Beast. In fact, if you watch my social media, we just went to a New York Knicks game I don't know, early summer or this year we went to a game, and he's a genius with social media. He's the fastest growing, I think, YouTuber ever, and he does all these things: Hyvern score content. He does collab stuff, and he does giveaways, and he's really good at doing giveaways. And I mean, his YouTube grows at just millions and millions at a time in a month. So those are the three things. So let's keep going here. Giveaways. So there's three things if you want to do your own giveaway. There's three things that you have to understand about giveaways. You have to master the prize. You got to know the correct prize. I see people trying to do giveaways and they're doing the wrong prizes. They're either giving too big of a prize or too small of a prize. I see people giving away t-shirts or a book or something. You ain't gonna grow $1 million in a month or even 1,000 a month or 10,000 a month by giving away, like, I mean, I could give away pens or something like that. It's not gonna work. People aren't stupid. Okay, they're just not dumb. Second thing you have to know is the legal aspects. There's a lot of rules and regulations in every single country. You can get in big trouble. I spent, oh man, a lot of money. In fact, I put the dollar amounts next to this. Like the correct prize, when I do giveaways, it's at least $10,000, either cash or something worth 10, like a car is worth 30,000. I do smaller giveaways, but the big giveaways are the ones that really pop followers. And then, so you need the correct prize, the legal aspects, and then the third thing, you got to get the word out there that you're even doing a contest. Because imagine if you only have 100 followers, and then you tell people, hey, I'm doing a giveaway. Even if they even if they tag their friends in the comments, your only maximum reach is 100 people. If they all tag 3, that's 300 people. And the 100 people already follow you. So you get 100 plus 300 is 400, but 100 already follow you. So your maximum gain is 300. So I spend a lot of money getting the word out there, either doing collabs with other influencers that post. I've had like Black China post for me, like, Kardashian kind of that, not the Kardashian, but Black China has a kid with one of the Kardashians. I've spent, so in one giveaway, for example, that's how much money I've spent. 10 grand on the prize, 5-10,000 setting up the legal. That's kind of a one-time fee. And then spent 100 grand. And that's just in 1 week. Now, I don't want you to get discouraged because I know most of you don't have that kind of budget, but I just want to tell you what works. And then you can reverse engineer, like Mr. Beast, he's like 19 and 20, 21 years old. He figured out how to do this very thing. So it is possible. And he's like me. I think he grew up in a mobile home in North Carolina. So is it possible to grow the same way in India? Of course. If they have Instagram and there are human beings, everything I'm talking about today works. Everything I'm talking. In fact, it'll work in Philippines, India, Malaysia, UK, Germany, Finland, Brazil, Australia, every state in the United States. I mean, there's nowhere, Russia, there's nowhere this won't work as long as there's human beings who succumb and think with the same psychological triggers. Humans have triggers. Okay. Now let's keep going here. Now, let me mention this. So in the past, I did all the giveaways just for me. So I would be like, who wants a car or $10,000 cash? Follow at Ty Lopez on Instagram, and I'll give you, I'll pick one winner on Friday, for example. I'm doing that this coming month. I'm gonna, I think, give away 4 cars every Friday, 1 car. And I give people a choice, 10,000 cash or a car. It's kind of fun, right? Cash or car. I've always just done it for myself. So what I've recently decided to do, and that's why I'm doing this live call, is I'm going to do a shared giveaway so that I'll basically share the cost with you and share the followers. So what I'll tell people to do now is, hey, if you want a chance to win the car, go follow everybody I follow. And I'm going to only follow 75 people. And so people will just go through, instead of just following me, they'll follow all 75. So I'll give you an example. They'll just, if you go to somebody, you can just go to who they're following and they'll just click, 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 and follow all 75. So I'm going to give you a chance. I think we've filled up like 60 of the spots. So I got like 15 spots left. The advantage to you is I have all the legal costs covered. I did the giveaway. I mean, I hired a U.S. attorney law firm that specializes in giveaways. Share the price of the, so I share the cost, sorry. I don't know why I put price here. My slide's wrong. Share the cost of the prize, okay? Because I'm going to do, and also share the cost of getting the word out. So I'm going to spend money on getting people reposting. And so the goal is to get everybody in the 75 to get 3,000 to 10,000 people, to get you 3,000 to 10,000 followers in a couple days this month. Okay. So I'm building a test group of 75 people. I've advertised. If you're watching this, you're kind of late. Let me actually ask how many spots we have. I don't even know. 2 days ago, we had like 60 or something. So let me just do something. Adrian, if you're watching, how many spots left? Or Josh, if you're watching, just WhatsApp it to me. Alicia says you need your spot. Okay, so there's the spots. So instead of you spending 5,000 or 10,000 legal, 30,000 on giving away a car, and 50 to 100,000 getting the word out there, which is like 200 grand. I'm going to let you into my shared giveaway, and we'll just share the followers among you, me, and 74 other people. I'm going to you'll see this week later, I'm unfollowing everybody on my Instagram, and I'm only going to follow 75 people at a time that are in my test group, my shared giveaway. And the goal is going to get you between 3,000 and 10,000 new followers. Okay, so let me put here, I think I did a slide, and I'm going to answer more questions, don't worry. For those of you who miss out and you don't get in time for the test group, I'm going to show you some things that you can do yourself, but I will tell you, this is the most economical way to get real followers. Okay, this is the exact same thing I do. Like, I'll be in the giveaway. I'm getting followers from this too. Okay, so that's the budget that you need to have between, up to 300,000 I've spent. But you gotta, let me just say this, you have to understand the value. This is one of the problems in the world. People go, oh, I'm not gonna spend money to get followers. I'm like, great, you're an idiot. I love it. It's like Warren Buffett said, if it wasn't for the stupidity of other people, he wouldn't be so rich. People are stupid. Social media followers can be turned into money if you have a business or a brand or a service. So it's an investment. It's one of the problems in the world is I grew up with a single mom, never made more than, 20 grand in a year. And so I didn't grow up hearing the mentality of wealth. So we pinched pennies. Every single penny you would pinch. I remember we had a budget for Christmas was $100. That's how, it's looking back, it's crazy. I'm like, and then my mom got remarried. My stepdad, who delivered mail at the post office, he made 30 grand a year, and they upped the budget for Christmas for $300. And I remember thinking, wow, $300 is so much money. But we had to count every single penny and budget every single penny. And that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Well, I didn't have a rich dad. I had two poor dads. My real dad was in prison when I was born, and my stepdad was not. He was a post-delivered mail, so he wasn't rich either. And so it wasn't until I got out into the world and found mentors that I realized, wait a second. Okay, you put money out in the hopes of getting more back. That's different than spending money. If I go to a restaurant and I buy a meal, I put money out, there's no way I'll get money back. You spend 20 bucks at a restaurant, there's zero chance they're going to hand you back $40. It's never happened in the history of restaurants, right? So that's a cost. Food is a cost. But I just bought a big company, right? We call Dress Barn. I bought it 2 months ago. It's a $700 million revenue company. I bought it. If you Google Ty Lopez Dress Barn, you'll see USA Today everywhere. It's in the news. Well, that company I put money in to buy something that creates cash flow. So that's not an expense, you know, and so for those of you who see growing your social media as an expense, I would say check yourself. You ain't thinking about this right. You're not thinking about this right. Juju Guy says, I love Dress Barn, great purchase. Thank you. Okay, so here's how the shared giveaway goes. 75 people maximum, that's all. Because if I have too many people in the test group, nobody wants to sit there and follow 500 people. So I'm gonna unfollow all my instant followers and just follow back 75 people. And the end result for you is one day this month, if you get in the test group, it'll probably take me 1 to 2 days to get you 3,000 to 10,000 real followers. Okay, so you get 3,000 to 10,000, and then I've got 2 packages that you can purchase. It's not really purchase, we're sharing the cost, right? I'm going to absorb this cost and we're going to split the cost basically. But you can do a one-time payment, or you can join a monthly club. That'll lock in your spot. You can cancel at any time, and I give you a 30% discount because you want to be in my test group every month this year. Here's why. You'll lose some followers. So what happens if somebody does a giveaway just one time and they don't make it part of their marketing budget, you go up and then you go down, you get discouraged and you slowly go down. Like I have 3 million Instagram followers, but I probably had 5 million people follow me and 2 million unfollow me. And that's just part of the game. There's nothing, everybody loses followers. It's just how the game goes. So I'm going to put up a link. If you want to quick grab one of the spots, there's 2 choices you'll see on the page. There's 2 choices. You can your credit card, you can put in your credit card $1,297, and that'll get you 3,000 to 10,000 followers one time. Or if you want to join the monthly club so that you lock in a spot monthly, it's $997 a month. Pretty simple. Sounds like a lot of money, is not. You're getting 3,000 to 10,000 followers, you know, for $1,000. Real followers, the same followers I'm getting. So that is not. Now the reason I do a range is I don't like to guarantee. Some months you get more people doing the giveaway follow, like it's too variable. But hopefully we'll get. I mean, 3,000 I put as kind of a conservative thing. I wouldn't be. I want to get you more than that. But I like to underpromise and overdeliver. Okay. So here is a link there. If you want to grab a spot, I'll just put this up. It's tylopez.com/followers. Just type in tylopez.com/followers. It'll take you there. And then after it's an SSL, 256-bit SSL encrypted page. That means it's the most secure page. Your credit card is safe. We don't store your phone number. It's all hashed and stored at the gateway level, so we don't see any of that. It also, when you're done, you'll see the next page. You just schedule a time you want. I have my account reps that'll call you. You're going to create an account. You're going to enter your credit card info. Once the card info goes in, I'm assigning you like an account rep. That way, because you're going to have questions, they'll call you. They'll make sure we get the right Instagram handle. Some of you are going to have questions, you know, like sometimes if you're doing the monthly package, most people do the monthly membership, $997, because they want to lock in a spot. And you can change if you have different Instagrams you want to grow. If you want to grow your business one or a different account and then a personal one, you can do all that. So I'm going to assign you account rep. So yeah, you can talk to them. So tylopez.com/followers. I'm going to keep answering more questions here. So how do we get into the test group? Gabe asked. That's how you get right here on the screen. tylopez.com/followers. Do you agree that you should plow on regardless of people who hate on you? Yeah, you're going to get people hating on you. Like the bigger you get, the more haters you get. It's just the nature of the game. Ty, do you have any accounts for sale? No, I don't sell accounts. Be very careful buying accounts. First of all, I'm not sure, but I think it's against the terms and conditions for Instagram. But more importantly, it's like if you buy an account, Especially if you want to put your personal, all of a sudden people are following one account and then all of a sudden your pictures start popping up. So, and people cheat you, like you'll spend, 50 grand buying an account and then they'll take it back. I know a lot of people that have had money stolen from them. So I think you got to be very careful. So how to keep growth when the followers come. I have 31,000, but I've not seen growth that much. John Ott. John, that's why I would say jump into this. I mean, this is the way. This is what I do, you know. All right, I'm going to be announcing the name of people as they come in. I might not be able to, say every name, but I'll try to congratulate you for getting in group. And I don't want to keep talking, what does VERN stand for? I'll get that. What if you don't have the budget for now? Do you think there will be some places left? I'm not sure if there'll be places left, but I'm going to talk about some other stuff. This is by far, you're going to find $1,000 to get 3 to 10,000 followers. If you try it on your own, I mean, I'll just put this for example. A lot of people to get 10,000 followers spend 5 or 6 grand to get that many followers. I see people, and remember, if you try to do your own giveaway and you give away a car, that's 30 grand minimum, no matter how many followers you get. So it's very, very dangerous to do this on your own. I've seen people get burned. Is it okay if the account has lots of posts but little followers? That's fine. Yeah. Ty, are you saying this is the only way you started your 3 million followers from somewhere, not expensive giveaways? Yeah, but collabs and giveaways are where it started to grow. It really started to grow. Look, let me tell you something. Every single person here can grow to 100,000 Instagram followers without doing any giveaways, without joining my test group. I just want you to know it's going to take many more years. I've named somebody, okay, who didn't do one of the 3 things and grew fast. Collabs with big influencers, high VERN score content, or giveaways. I can't think of anybody who grew fast. I'm talking about in under a year. So you take the accounts that grew really fast, like a rapper or somebody like that. Well, they grew fast because they already had millions of people follow. There were celebrities. I'm talking about non-celebrities. I wasn't a celebrity. I was not a rapper. I was just a person, and I grew fast. So think about, why is that? Name somebody, and I'll just look here in the comments. Can you think of one non-celebrity account, not an athlete, not that grew pretty quick? Let's see if anybody has that. How do you start getting collabs? Eddie Smith, somebody said. Okay, I'm not sure who Eddie Smith is, but let me see who that is. Eddie Smith. Does anybody know this person? Eddie Smith. Maybe that's you. I don't even see that person. Oh, Mr. Smith 3. Mr. Dot Smith. Is this a real person, or are you just trying to get followers for yourself? Oh, here we go. 61,000 followers. Let's see when he started posting. Well, does this person have high engagement? I'm not sure here. No, this does not count. They have 100 likes and 61,000 followers. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on this person, but I would not use this as an example. So no. Will your followers stay or be ghosted? So here's the thing. You're going to lose 30 to 50% of the people from giveaways over time. It doesn't matter. Let me show you something powerful. I have a slide here. Let me see where it is. There. Followers create more followers. So here's a problem right now. You might be posting good content. Okay? But what happens is people come to your account. They see that only 3,000 people are following you. Nobody wants to follow a small account unless they're a friend or a friend of a friend. That's why I said you have to get to 10,000 almost instantly to get critical mass. It's the same. You really need to get to 100,000. People don't. So by having followers, you instantly get followers. Like every day I get people following me, no idea. And when I'm not doing any giveaways, any promotions, any collabs, or any posts, people follow me. every minute. And I know why. It's because they somehow stumble upon, here's somebody, all the jumper 9 seconds ago followed me. Athlete. Guy Vincenzio, 86. Princess 012. Why, today I'm not doing any giveaways today. Toy Muit, 1981. It's because they come to my account and they see a lot of followers. And so they go, well, humans go by something, a trigger called social proof. So when you see other people following, you go, well, maybe I'm missing out on something. So that's why I said the problem that a lot of you have is you just don't have enough critical mass to at all be interesting to people. All right, let me congratulate Michael J. I won't say your full name and email. Jin just paid. PJ, we have a lot of people. I can see your email, but I won't share the email here publicly. Okay. You think it's good for artists? Heck yeah. I can't think of one Instagram account that shouldn't have 10 to 100,000 followers. So my goal is that this year, I'm going to help a small test group of people get to that critical mass and start sharing in what I call the modern gold rush. And if you're missing out on that gold, let me just tell you something. This window will close. I was doing giveaways in 2015, 2016, 4 or 5 years ago. It was so much easier. I was the only person doing them. Nobody else was doing them. I mean, there was a few people doing them, but not really. I was for sure the most consistent giveaway person in the world on Instagram. That was just consistently day in, week by week doing it. And it works, and it turns into serious revenue. So I realized recently somebody was just asking me, they're like, oh, that's great, Ty. The whole reason I started this, they're like, oh, great, Ty. You have the budget to drop 300 grand in a month on giveaways, to buy 4 cars and give away cash and give away iPhones and to promote your giveaways. They're like, well, we're just starting out. So that's why I decided to do this shared giveaway. And I realized anybody can afford, well, not everybody can afford $1,000, but if you're a business owner and you're spending money on marketing, you should spend money on this. Every single business owner watching this, do not put 100% of your money in Facebook ads. Do not put 100% of your money in email marketing. Do not put 100% of your money in driving traffic to funnels. No, 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 no. Followers. That's customers. Followers equals customers. If I sell digital products, but I'm not a public person, can you get to 100,000 subscribers? Yeah. You know, is it better when the account offers more than one thing, art and gym stuff? In general, I'm more broad, but I don't recommend that for people. You do better when you just do one thing a lot, one main thing. Ty, algorithm making it hard for business to reach their customers, even when we post 2 to 3 times a day. What we can do? Okay, good question. Let me share. Let me keep going. I'll talk about Vrin score. So here's something interesting that people forget. Here's why you want to get Instagram followers. I've turned my Instagram followers into the phone. I get 1 follower to Instagram. Then I do a cross promotion and say, go check out my Twitter. So I get Twitter followers out. So let's say Bob or Susie. Bob and Susie join my Instagram. They follow me. Over the next year, I'm going to get Bob and Susie to follow my Twitter, to subscribe to my podcast, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to get on my Facebook page, my fan page. I'm going to get them on Snapchat, and I'm going to get them on my email list. Now, 1 follower becomes 7 promoted to 7 platforms. So even if Instagram becomes outdated eventually, doesn't matter. I got them on 7, and I'm getting ready to go on TikTok. You got Snapchat. You got, and SMS list. You can really take one person and parlay them into 8, 9 things. Name something that you can do that. You can't do that with a Facebook list. Facebook ads. Facebook ads are just like click and go to this one landing page. It's very hard to get them. Sure, you theoretically could call them or get them on your email list. It's easier on social media because you have swipe ups. So I do an Instagram story and say, swipe up, go check out my Twitter. So it's very powerful. Ty, if my account has high engagement, will this hurt engagement? The bigger you get, the worse your engagement gets, but who cares? Like I said, The Rock has 150 million plus followers. Some of his videos only get 1 million. I got 3 million followers and I'll get 1 million views on my Instagram videos sometimes. So his engagement, but I'd still rather have 150 million followers, because what happens is Instagram shows it to a different segment of your followers every time. But yes, you will, but who cares? What's your goal? Your goal should be each year to reach the maximum amount of people, not per post. Does that make sense? Okay. Ty, is doing shout out for shout outs good? You can do shout out for shout out, but it's kind of old. It's kind of old. So I see people doing more shout out for shout outs on Twitter. I see sometimes girls do them on Instagram. Like pretty girls will be like, oh, go follow my pretty friend. If you're, sounds like you're a dude. I don't know if you're going to be like, yo, man, go follow my good looking buddy. I don't know. You can try it. Maybe it'll work. How many percentage of real followers should be engaged? It just depends. It's changing every day, you know. What do you think about creating celebrity fan pages? We'll try lots of stuff. I think your best thing if you want to make money is find a simple product and get good at marketing, whatever it is. It could be on Amazon. By the way, all of you Amazon resellers, this is a powerful way to get people to your Amazon page, you know. Okay, let me give us some advice on starting from scratch. RIN score. So one of the things you can do is follow accounts that have good content and repost their content. Funny videos, viral videos. I covered this earlier. How often should you post? Snoop Dogg posts like 10 times a day. I've seen Dan Bilzerian only post once a week. There's no one way. I talked about this. Other reasons to grow Instagram. You can pivot them into Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, podcast. Let me add here, email list, SMS list. What did I miss? Snapchat, TikTok. There you go. So one Instagram follower becomes 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 different platforms. That's incredible, you know. It really is. What type of followers do you expect from giveaways? I mean, I target US and English speaking, but you get people from developing countries, you get male and female, all ages. It's all over. Like I said, I a little bit more focus on you know, one type. Okay. All right. Realistic expectations. This is for those of you who are in. I have other packages, by the way. I have a guy right now in Germany. I'm gonna help him get 50 to 100,000 followers this month. So I have a few spots. If you want to get more than 3 to 10,000, I've got some kind of like VIP shared giveaway where I'll do more focus on one person. So if you have the budget and you want to get 30 to 100,000 followers like this coming month, then you can contact me. First, get in the test group that I have at tylopez.com/followers. I'll put that back here. Go there, and then yeah, I can add you over time. I've just got started. I only have 700 followers. Does it matter what content you post to gain followers? Yes, a little bit, but when content really matters is when you have more followers, you know? It's a chicken and the egg, classic chicken and the egg. What comes first, followers or good content? To me, I'd rather have followers, then I start focusing on doing really good content. So goals, this is what I think everybody's goal should be, you know, this year, 10,000 followers as quickly as you can. So you have that critical mass, you have that social proof, 100,000 within the year. And if you're really ambitious, eventually try to get to 1 million. Not everybody needs 1 million followers, but almost any business owner, entrepreneur, or personal brand, I can't think of any reason why. If it was me, I would try to get to 100,000 real fast. Okay. Remember this, Instagram's the new business card. I was just in Dubai with some of the richest investors in the world. I was giving a little talk at the Retosa family office. It's if you know what a family office is, it's basically very wealthy people. This was the biggest one in the Middle East. There was $5 trillion worth of assets in that room. People came up to me. I gave a talk. Hey, Todd, that was interesting. What's your business card? Guess what I do? Pull out my Instagram. I don't care if I was a sheik. I mean, I was with very, very powerful people. I was like, follow me on Instagram. Guess what? Every single one of them had Instagram. And when they see the Instagram is verified 3 million followers, that makes me stand out. Never hand out business cards once you get a good Instagram account. Edward Dolgonos, welcome to the group. Josie Konov, welcome to the group. I'll try to shout out some of you as you join here. Okay, so Instagram is your new business card, but you need at least 10 to 100,000 followers. You really do. Okay. Who should do this? My test group. It works for beginners because you should build before you need followers. You know, even if you don't have a product yet, even if you haven't decided what you want to sell, you don't, once you decide, you want to be ready to go. You don't have to wait another year to get followers. And if you're advanced, it's a no-brainer. And I don't care, you can be global, you can be US only, it does not matter. Okay, let's talk about VRIN score. Once, for those of you getting in the shared giveaway, and for those of you who don't, you want to understand this VRIN score content because if I get you followers in the shared giveaway, and then you post horrible content, you're going to get a higher unsubscribe rate or unfollow rate. Okay, so it's important that you understand this. So V for value, R for rarity, I for inimitability, N for non-substitution. So value. What are things people get value from? On a 1 to 10 scale, you want your post to be at least an 8, 9, or a 10. Not every post will be a 10. But value, what do people get value from? Education. Just think about movies, okay? Think about movies. What movies sell well, okay? When I think about movies, I mean education. People watch documentaries. Look on Netflix. The documentaries are very, very popular. Really, there was one on Bill Gates. There's one on Kevin Hart, right? So that's things that people find value. Things that make you laugh. Stand-up comedy. You know, this new what was it? Bill Burr did a new comedy. Dave Chappelle did new. People watch that. And so you want to post things that educate people, that make them laugh, that make them cry. Dramatic things work. Things that scare people, just like movies, Netflix, and then things that have action, things that are surprising. So you got to ask yourself every post, does that have some value in the sense of a movie, a Netflix value? Am I either educating, making laugh, making cry, scaring, or, you know, exciting with like fast-paced action? Okay, that's the V. The R, rarity. How many posts are there exactly the same as yours? I see people posting like pictures of themselves eating sandwich, and I'm going, there's a million people probably posted a sandwich picture or a restaurant food plate in the last month on Instagram. So if you have a low R score, a low rarity score, it doesn't go as viral. It doesn't have the chance. Post things. Now, if you go to a crazy restaurant where they're serving grasshoppers or something, or, you know, something just wild, flaming, some flaming dish, then that has a high rarity score that doesn't get posted that often. Okay. The I stands for inimitable. How easy is it to copy? That's why I like my giveaways giving away a car. When I post, hey, I'm giving away a car, it's not easy to copy me. It's also rare. It's rare and hard to copy. So something can be rare and not inimitable, to be clear. Inimitable just literally means like if LeBron James posts him dunking, that's inimitable. How many people can dunk a basketball? Not many. Okay. And then, so that's what the I, you want to be an 8 to a 10, 8, 9, or 10 on inimitable. Then non-substitution, nothing similar. Just remember, like if I give away a car, but a lot of other people are giving away, I don't know, $30,000, then my substitution value's low because people say, oh, well, I saw Ty posting giving away a $30,000 car, but 10 other people are posting giving away 30,000 cash. I'll just, instead of following Ty's giveaway, I'll follow theirs. So you want things that have substitution, that are hard to substitute. Okay. Does suspense, excited content give value? I mean, yes, suspense is more action or scaring people. Star Wars. Does unique art make pleasure experience? I mean, art art is the thing that I would put art under the education sometimes category, or I mean, art is a form of creative expression like music. So it has an entertainment value, so to speak, even though art per se isn't for entertainment. It has that aspect. Like music is definitely entertainment. So a lot of art also does that. Entertainment, in my mind, takes us from the mundane parts of life into another place in the world. And that's what music does for people. That's what sculpture does. That's what a great piece of art or architecture does. Okay. So when's the best time to post? I kind of call BS on this. There's a lot of articles written. Oh, the best time to post is Tuesday, or you can look in your your Instagram analytics and see it. You know what? A high Vrin score post at 3 in the morning will do better than a crappy post at the ideal Tuesday at noon time. It is important to try to find your best time for your audience, but more important, it's just like hashtags are kind of important, but more important is the quality of what you post. Type of camera, man, I've done a lot with just an iPhone. Not even the new, this is the newest one, but I have had, kind of outdated ones. If you were become a big influencer, you want to invest in more expensive stuff, but don't start there. Don't start there. Get creative with your content. That's the place to start. Is Instagram good to sell coffee? Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Can I join if I would have to create an Instagram account? As I said, you can jump in here, tylopez.com/followers, even if you're a beginner and you have one follower. I have a guy who works for me. He has 3 followers, Craig. I'm always like, Craig, how the heck? And he's been on Instagram for years. I'm like, Craig, how do you only have 3 followers? But you know what? He doesn't care. He just doesn't care at all. All right. What other things? I think I'm going to jump off here. It's been about an hour. So again, in summary, you can do a giveaway. You can grow on your own, but by sharing the cost with me, you're reducing your risk, and it's way cheaper to get 3 to 10,000 followers. If you try to do it on your own, mark my words, you will spend 5 to 10 G's to get what I can get you for $1,000. Okay, that's what it really comes down to. Ty, do you think pretty girls have it easy to get followers? I mean, yes and no. Just remember, it's still to get a lot of followers. It's not just being pretty, because there's a lot of pretty people in the world, so you can't just rely on that. But certainly visual things do better on Instagram, right? So if you're a super genius in your brain, but you have no way to express it, nobody can see it. Now, if you could create art, or you can write an amazing poem, or you can, give an amazing speech, then Instagram's for you. But I think a lot of people, especially with the modern school system, doesn't teach people how to express their genius. So if you don't express your genius, you're not going to do well on Instagram. But the beauty is you don't have to be, you don't have to wear a bikini. You don't have to, there's many ways to express yourself, but it is a visual platform. So you got to turn what you're doing a little bit towards the visual side of things. Okay. Thanks for everything, Todd. My boss actually went to your home and met you in person. We're trying to grow our digital marketing business, and we use your course online. Huge shout out. Happy New Year, Victor Villeta. No problem. Thanks, Victor, for being a customer. For those of you who own social media agencies, make sure you get to 10 or to 100,000 followers, because if I was a potential customer of yours and you're like, hey, I'll help you grow your social media, and I go to your Instagram account, remember, it's the new business card, and you have 4,000 followers, I'm like, why am I going to pay you when you don't even know how to get followers for yourself? So, yeah. Okay. I think I'm about done here. So you guys, as I said, tylopez.com/followers. If you go there, if you're watching this later or whatever, or you save that link, if you go there and it's all filled up, you can just put your name on the wait list. Okay. This will definitely fill up. The response has been kind of overwhelming. So, and I've only done one live call before this. So, yeah. So jump on in. I'm going to go see my grandma here. And For those of you who have joined, like I said, I've read some of the names. Sorry if I didn't read your name, but I want to just say to you, oh, for those of you who joined, make sure you schedule that phone call so we get all your info correct. So we do the giveaway. We don't give away on the wrong account. We like to confirm on the phone the correct spelling. Sometimes people spell. We don't want to grow 3,000 to 10,000 followers the wrong account and you paid for it. You know, that's happened. So make sure you do a quick call with my team, your account rep that we've assigned to you, so that, yeah, spelling is a beast, especially people who have underscores in their Instagram and stuff. So dried mango, better than candy, boy. If you ever need a sugar rush, this thing is crazy. Don't eat too much of it. Anyway, good luck out there. For those of you who couldn't get into the test group, focus on high RIN score quality content. Try to get some collabs. It'll be hard to get a collab when you only have a few thousand followers, but sometimes if you're persistent enough, you can get someone to kind of have pity on you, a bigger influencer. But save up your money. That's a great way. It takes some capital to grow. You can grow without capital. It just takes a lot longer. So for those of you who want to cut the learning curve and cut the time frame, tylopez.com/followers. If you go there and it's closed, then just go on the wait list. Okay. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.